Good morning, everyone. This is Teacher Dean, right? This is Teacher Dean or Professor Dean. Now, today I am going to go over the college catalog. Every college has a catalog. The catalog may be in print, paper, or they may be where? They may be online. So it doesn't matter the year you enter the college, you need to be familiar with the college catalog. The college catalog tells you when you enter, right? It tells you information about when you as a student enter that college. It also tells you information when you exit the college. So if, let's say you start in the year 2011 and a college program at Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, those community schools normally last 2 years. As Teacher Dean always say, if you are in Miami-Dade College longer than 2 years, then we need to have a conversation. We need to have a conversation because the program is designed for 2 years. It is very understandable when you have to stay longer because you work part-time, you work full-time, or you have circumstances. But if you're a full-time student and doing absolutely nothing else, we need to have a conversation. When I say we, I mean the college. You can speak to your advisors, you can speak to your tutors, because we need to understand why you are not going on, moving on, retaining. Why are you not successful in college? College is for everyone. But sometimes we have problems along the ways. Did I have problems? Yes. Did I have situations? Yes. Did I overcome? Oh, yes. Because we have to make it. When you wake up in the mornings, you have to say, I know that I can make it. So back to the college catalog. Find it online. Look into it. See the rules and the regulations of a college. You cannot go to a college and don't know the rules and regulation. That is your Bible. That is your book of law. That is what you go by if you have discrepancies at any college. You don't go out there and make up your own rules. You go by what is in the college catalog. Now, let's talk about the next thing. In the college catalog, they talk about grades of W's and F's. Grades of W's and F. So what do you think if you get grades of W and F? A grade of W and a grade of F may put you into what they call academic probation, academic suspension, or it may just mess up your GPA. Now, GPA is very important at colleges, so let's make sure we maintain them. So, grades of W's and F. Why do I specifically want to talk about that? Because when I worked, WORKED, past tense, at Broward College, I used to do what they call return of Title IV. And with return of Title IV, we had to return money for students on financial aid that failed to pass all their classes. So many of the criteria are the same throughout the Department of Education. However, it depends on the length of your program and the length of your classes. So if you take a 16-week class, we expect you to do more than 50% of that class. If you do past 60% rather, to keep the money, over 60% to keep the money. Now, if you do an 8-week class, same scenario. However, if you get grades of F and W's, expected 1, to have some effect on your financial aid, 2, to have some effect on your GPA, and 3, I hope and I pray that you recover. We've all been there, but we had to learn by our mistakes. So in a normal classroom scenario, I would spell out the grades of W and the F, and I would do the completion rate for every single thing, and I may do some of it right here, but I want to specifically state at the beginning, you need to maintain yourself along the way. That is why we do a time management schedule, so you can see how much time you have to do your classes. I spoke earlier in the YouTube. We all understand when people have difficulties. We all have difficulties. We all have stressful schedules. But we need to learn to manage our time. Who is a big procrastinator? Teacher Dean. Always procrastinating. But over time, I had to learn to get some things done early. I had to learn a lot. Sometimes I was always running late to pick my kids up. And I had to have what I call a backup plan. And I hope you understand what backup plan means. It means an alternative. Because backup has several meanings. It means alternative. It means to reverse. It means, I'm forgetting now, but it has 2 other meanings. So backup has several meanings. Backup also means to go to the beginning. That's another meaning, right? And backup means to save. But the backup I'm talking about is an alternative. Have an option, an alternative, another way out when you're running behind schedules. How am I going to catch up? How am I going to stay on target? What am I going to skip to stay on my grades? Sometimes you have to skip an event. Sometimes you have to skip being with your best friends. Sometimes you have to take an e-break. Get yourself off the social media. Get yourself off Facebook. Get yourself into your textbook. That is what we mean. That is exactly what we mean. And I'm speaking a little bit firmer because I want you to get an A. You come in with an A, you maintain the A, and you get that A. And then you can skip and rejoice and say, yeah, I got it. That's what I want you to do. I don't want anyone to fail. Because failure has emotions. Failure makes you feel bad about yourself. I want you to pass that class with the best grade you can. You got to do it for yourself. You got to get that smile going. You got to get that internal motivation going. You got to do it just for you. So I want you to prevent those grades of W's and F. All right? Prevent them. Don't create them. Everything your professor says you need to do, this is the last week of classes. Get them done. Please get them done. Don't procrastinate and don't make excuses. All right? Let's move on. So I talked a little bit about return of Title IV. Now I'm going to talk about follow your syllabus. In all of your syllabus, or in most of your syllabus, you have maybe 1,000 points. For my classes, it always be 1,000 points, right? Now, the ranges is in your syllabus For most college classes, most I say, I'm not going to say all, most college classes, 900 to 1,000 points equals an A. So 900 to 1,000 points equal an A. 800 to 899 equals a B. 800 to 899 equals a B. I know you can guess this one. 700 to 799 equals a C. 700 to 799